name's Joanna Davies and I work in the Knowledge Transfer Centre at the University of Reading. And the KTC work on a variety of different sort of knowledge exchange and commercialisation activities, so working very closely with businesses and with academics as well. So my role is KTP coordinator, so I work very much on the knowledge transfer partnership side, so I will talk a little bit about that. So I do have some slides, so I will just share those with you. If my mouse was working, it's being a bit tricksy. There we are, so hopefully you can all see my slides there. So a little bit about, because we've already heard from Stephen about knowledge transfer partnerships more generally, so I'm just going to talk a little bit about KTP specifically at the University of Reading. So as I mentioned, I work for the Knowledge Transfer Centre, and that is really the home of KTP at the University of Reading. So we have over 30 years experience delivering successful KTPs, and we've got a really good track record for doing that. Our application success rate is 98%, and that's something we're really proud of. And actually that's slightly above the national average as well. We currently have live projects across a variety of different sectors with lots of different businesses of varying sizes. And that's also across quite a different range of academic disciplines as well. And as Stephen mentioned, on KTP projects, you get KTP associates who are graduates who work on the projects, and they come from a range of different disciplines as well. So one of the advantages, if you were thinking of partnering with the University of Reading, is the support that you can get from my colleagues and myself in the Knowledge Transfer Centre. And we really support you all the way through your KTP journey. So just to give you an idea of the kind of support that you could expect from us if you were to work with us. So what we do is we can facilitate introductions and discussions between company and academic partners. So as Stephen was saying, those, if you've got an idea, do come to us and we can see whether KTP would be suitable. And we can provide advice and guidance more generally on the KTP scheme because it is quite a complex scheme and we can really help you navigate some of the nuances of that. We offer quite a bit of support in writing the grant application. So whilst the success rates are very good, you are still competing for funding and we want to help you submit the strongest possible application. If the project is funded as well, we help you recruit the best and brightest graduates to work on the project. So we'll help you draft a job description and person specification and advertise the role. And the grant finances that come into the university need to be managed and recorded, and we have a dedicated financial manager who can support with that to make sure everything runs smoothly. And we also provide sort of administrative support as well for scheduling meetings. And quite often we are able to secure follow-on KTPs or help applicants find other research funding available from UKRI. So we're always looking to find that next opportunity for you too. So as Stephen mentioned, I'm just going to talk you through a little case study of a project that we worked on a couple of years ago. So the company that we worked with, their particular area of expertise was agricultural commodity research intelligence. And what the project was, it was sort of help them develop and embed a robust supply and demand modelling capability so that they could really expand their research capacity into different types of agricultural commodities. So sort of really diversifying their current offering and then allowing them to improve trade and their risk management performance as well. So the academic department that were involved with that, it was led by the School of Agriculture Policy and Development, but it was really an interdisciplinary project working with colleagues in our Department of Meteorology as well. So some of the techniques that were used on that project that may be of interest to all of you. So there was the interpretation of satellite data. So that was used within their modelling approach and really looked at how the crops were developing at different stages. There was significant use of satellite imagery, and that really was combined with the meteorological and spatial data sets to really help quantitatively estimate crop yields. So that really helped in their forecasting ability. And there was lots of work on training the model and doing lots of predictive analytics and forecasting as well. So there really was an interdisciplinary approach between the agricultural and meteorology departments there. So the outcomes and impact. So talking quite a lot about what Stephen was talking about earlier in terms of what advantages could be gained from KTP. And specifically in this case, the company were able to produce a working production model. So they had a new product that they could bring to the market. They were able to improve processes and deliver quite significant efficiencies. They had increased annual sales turnover, and there was a moderate increase in competitive position for them as well, and they really saw enhanced stakeholder satisfaction. For the research side, it stimulated additional research in the use of satellite data for crop modelling for the academic team who were involved. There were quite a few teaching and learning benefits, so they were really able to use some of that real world experience in working with the company in their master's level teaching, for example. And for the associate, so the graduate who was employed on the project, was actually offered and accepted a permanent role in the company afterwards. So they were able to continue the work and really develop and expand their career. So that's all from me. I'll just pop this up here and I will share my details afterwards as well. But if you want to find out more, do talk to us at the Knowledge Transfer Centre. You can email me directly, or if you just wanted, there's just a generic contact there as well. If you weren't sure whether what you were looking at would be KTP, and we could see if we could help you in another way. And there's a couple of websites there, including the KTP website, which has a real wealth of information available. And that is it from me, and thank you very much.